The prompt for today is rainbow. So the first thing I did was I found a template that I could use, and I really liked those little circles, and it took about 11 inches of my whole layout, and I like that. I took my ruler and divided my page so that I had about just about 2 inches each color, because that went the dots went about 11 inches of the page. So now when I'm spreading my modeling paste, I can use my ruler and I can put it where I put my tick mark, and then I'll be able to divide the 6 colors of the rainbow. I know there's supposed to be 7, but I just went with the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I kind of left out indigo. And so by dividing it by 6 like that, I was able to make it almost even. So I took some modeling paste and some gelatos. So I first took out my 6 colors that I wanted for my rainbow, and I went kind of some bold colors. So you could go either bold colors or you can make it so that it is more a pastel-y rainbow, but I decided to go pretty bold colors. And by mixing it in the modeling paste, it does whiten it because the modeling paste is white. So when I was thinking of doing a layout with rainbow, I was thinking of all the different ways that I could actually, do a layout that's rainbow. And I thought, well, maybe I can just take pieces of cardstock and make my rainbow that way on my background. I could use either some ink or some watercolors and make watercolor background with the rainbow colors. And then I thought, you know what? I just really want to use my modeling paste. I haven't used it in a while. So I did that. Then I let it dry really well. Now, I didn't put some clear gesso before I did all this, and I should have, because once it was all done, I was like, oh, instead of the white background, what I want is I want to use a wash of each one of those colors and color the entirety of that background. So I have this little ceramic bowl, and it was just a perfect number. I had enough room for 6. So I just put a little bit of the gelato in each of the bowl. I have water in the center. I took a pretty big round brush. I think it's about a size 10 or a size 12. And then I'm just adding color to the background so it's not so white and bright. So I could have left it with the white background, but for whatever reason, once I had this in my mind, I was just like, yes, I'm doing it. And it didn't take that much time. I just, like I said, the fact that I put all the gelatos in there first did save some time. Now, one thing that I would suggest, because some of my modeling paste ended up drying before I finished doing all the colors, is mix up your modeling paste with your gelatos, sort of like I did with my little palette for the water, to watercolor. I should have done all my modeling paste colors all at once and had them at the ready, and then I could have just then took the knife and just did the colors. But because I mixed my colors one at a time, by the time I pulled off that template, it did pull off some of the modeling paste, but you can't see it because a lot of it is underneath the photo, so I'm okay with that. I took the pattern papers that were within this kit, and I just cut little pieces because, again, I spent a bit of time on that background, so I don't want to cover it up. But a lot of these embellishments in this kit went really well for a wedding layout. So that's why I chose this picture. It was just, he said, you may kiss the bride. And so they were officially married at that point. And it does come with a funny story because my daughter must have asked, a couple of times, so did we kiss yet? I think she was just a little nervous being the center of attention, and she just wanted that part to sort of, be done and then get to the good part, the dancing and the eating and all that stuff. But I grabbed some tiny stickers and I just spelled Mr. and Mrs. and it fit perfectly next or in between that arrow right there. And that's it. That's going to complete this layout. And tomorrow, multiple photos. So we'll see you there.